So you have a LinkedIn profile. Here are 6 things to nail in order to make an awesome profile. Let's jump to it. Hey, what's up everyone? This is Salam Yagi from salamcareers.com, where you will find all you need on how to land your first job as a recent graduate and also how to be successful within your first year of work experience. If you are new here, consider subscribing. So let's jump to it. So number 1 is the LinkedIn banner. I see that this is something being overlooked a lot. There are so many profiles that don't have a LinkedIn banner. In my opinion, this is something nice to have. There is no harm of having a banner in your profile. It just makes it more attractive and it shows some of the points that you are interested in. Like for example, if you are someone who is looking for jobs in the tech industry or for example artificial intelligence, you can go with a cover banner that looks like this one or that one. If you are an architect, for example, you can go with this one or that one, for example. There are many examples you can experiment to express yourself and express the industry that you are interested in. And remember, LinkedIn is about how you market yourself, and you want to have a profile that will attract people to scroll through, and whenever anyone opens up your profile, they will be greeted with your cover banner. And that's why I believe it's important to have something attractive. And if you want to make sure that you have the right dimensions for your cover banner, head to canva.com, and over there in the template section you can scroll down to social media and LinkedIn banner. That way you will get the exact dimensions, you place your picture in, and then you export it, upload it to your LinkedIn profile, and you've got yourself a nice banner. The second point that you need to nail perfectly to have an awesome LinkedIn account is your profile picture. Now remember, LinkedIn is a professional social media platform. It's unlike Facebook. So you need to have a professional profile picture in your account. So for example, this profile picture here looks like it's a Facebook profile picture, while this one here looks like more of a LinkedIn profile picture. You can tell the difference. This is more casual and this is more professional. And that's what you want to look for, to have something that is professional and presentable for LinkedIn. So the things to keep in mind in your profile picture is first, to have a picture that where your face is filling 50 to 60% of the space. You don't want yourself to be zoomed out a lot where people can't see the features of your face, and you don't want to be so much zoomed in that it's only covering your face. If it's covering 50-60%, that would be a sweet spot. The second point is smiling. It just attracts more people, and when they scroll through and they see your profile picture in the search feed, it will be more attractive and more appealing for them to click on your profile and visit it. So make sure that you smile in your profile picture. Also, make sure that your face is centered in the profile picture as well. One more thing to keep in mind is the background. Try to have a background that is not distracting. You don't want to have a background that is so distracting from looking at your face, like a background that is filled with trees or mountains or stuff like that. Try to have something very simple. In my case, I just went with a simple gradient between white and gray, and that's an important point to mention is the color. Try to have a color that provides a contrast between the background and your skin tone. So choosing the right color will also help you. If you prefer to have a background, make sure that your background is blurred out. You don't need the texture of the background to be very visible or very sharp. Finally, don't overdress or underdress in the picture. If you don't know how the people in your industry are dressing, just search them on LinkedIn and see what's the common for people to wear in their pictures. If you are already working and you already know, then you got your answer. The third point to consider is the description under your profile picture. If you are a recent graduate and you are looking for opportunities, I have seen so many people, in my opinion, making a mistake by saying fresh graduate looking for a job or looking for opportunities or whatever. I don't prefer that. In my opinion, it's better to have bold statements that express who you are and what you are capable of. So in my opinion, it's better to have 2 to 3 descriptive keywords about yourself. If you are an architect, you can start by saying architect or interior designer. If you are a software engineer, you can go with software engineer, data engineer, data scientist, physician, CPA, CFA, accountant, whatever you studied, just start with that to say who you are and what you are capable of. And then you can have another keyword that explain which specialization in that industry you prefer. So for example, if you start by saying software engineer, you can go on the second keyword and say web development or back-end development. If you are a physician, you can go with internal medicine. If you are an architect, then you can go with interior design. The third keyword you can mention is optional. You can go with something you are interested in or enthusiast about in your industry. You can mention that, like cybersecurity or energy analysis or green buildings or whatever, something that is relevant to your industry. This will go a long way for recruiters to understand who you are by just reading the description that is listed under your profile picture. If they are interested, they will scroll down and read and learn more about yourself. The fourth point is, of course, experiences. If you have worked somewhere, definitely you will be mentioning them. And of course, the obvious part is to link it to the right employer on LinkedIn and mention your title, the date or the duration you were employed with that firm. And the most important part is to make sure that those dates are matching with the dates in your resume. You don't want to have conflicting dates between your LinkedIn profile and your resume. If you don't have any work experience, you can mention any internship you've done. If you've done any co-op work, co-op then. If you have teaching assistantship, put that in, research assistantship. And to make it more appealing to recruiters, add description under your work experience. Explain what you have done in bullet points and make sure to include keywords on those descriptions so that your profile will pop up when people are searching for certain keywords. And the cherry on top, add pictures. If you have any picture related to the work experience that you are describing or talking about, include those pictures. This will make you stand out from other people and it will show more credibility for you when you are describing that kind of work. Number 5 is education. Actually, it goes without saying, so I'm not gonna consider it as number 5. But of course, you have to mention your education, mention your university. So the actual number 5, skills. Make sure to include skills on your profile, and it's preferable to have skills that can be used as keywords. So when you are searching for jobs and reading those job descriptions, you will come across many keywords that employers are looking for. Make sure to include those in your skills if you have them. A nice tip here is to endorse people for skills. So go visit accounts of people you know personally and start endorsing them for skills that you know they possess. And usually people will come back to your profile and endorse you back for skills. Finally, number 6 is recommendations. In recommendations, you can recommend other people and you can ask people to recommend you. So what you can do is you can start by recommending people that you have worked with in your university and you can ask them back for recommendation. And a tip here, if you want to make their lives easier recommending yourself, when you ask them for a recommendation, include 1 or 2 lines about what you want to be recommended for. Of course, you want to ask them for recommendations on things you have and things that they have actually seen in yourself. Or maybe you can even tell them what to write and they will just copy and paste that. Some people might appreciate this as a time saver. And if you are still in the job search process, make sure to check my video where I talk about job search strategies for recent graduates. And if you are still building your resume, check out my other video where I talk about writing resumes and how to have a perfect resume every time you apply for any job. And that's it for this video. I hope that you liked it. If you do, hit the like button, consider subscribing. I post regularly, and until I see you next time, I wish you all the best.